Hi, this is Hamada from Right Track Admissions, and today I want to talk to you about an issue that some of our current clients and other people that we've heard from have been facing just recently. And that really is the issue of deferment, or from other people, they'll be facing this with waitlist letters. And so let me read to you a little bit about what some of our clients, or actually one of our clients actually just found out about, and other people that have contacted us. It says something like this. The Committee on Admissions has completed its early action meetings. After careful discussion, we were unable to take a definitive action on your application and have deferred making a decision at this time. So in this case, the client was applying to Harvard College. And if you look at the statistics, it kind of tells you where this individual stood in the grand scheme of things and so forth. What this person is going to be doing is going to have to basically apply during regular season, or what they call regular admissions process. And it says you are welcome to submit significant new information for consideration during the regular decision process. Updates on your activities or other achievements and extracurriculars are definitely encouraged. And so in this case, I'm just reading this off the email that I received from the candidate. The school is basically telling you, look, we couldn't take a decision on you now. They're basically having their cake and eating it too. They're basically telling you the following. You are a great candidate, but we can't admit you early decision. So we're not going to deny you, but we're not going to accept you. We're just going to throw you or move your application to the regular decision process, period. Now let me put some statistics so that you know what is going on here. This year, about 6,600 or to 6,800 people applied early decision to Harvard. Of that, 935 were admitted, which basically constituted about 13.4% of the class. Now, basically, there's about 40 to 42,000 people that applied to Harvard last year. So let's use those same numbers. That leaves 35,000 applicants still yet to apply in regular decision. Of those, 2.5%, using last year's statistics, will be admitted. If you crunch the numbers, very basic, it comes up to about 875 to 900 students will be admitted in regular decision. You, if you are deferred, will be part of that group of 900, for a total of about 1,800 students admitted to Harvard for the class of 2023. So you're going to say to yourself, I had a 13.5% chance of admission in early decision, and now I have a 2.5 against 30,000 versus 7,000. Yeah, it's tough numbers. But you're going to ask, so what's the point of going through this whole process and even trying to get myself off a deferment list? And so I think in the end of the day, what you really want to be saying to yourself is, I need to try everything I can. I've worked this hard, I've gotten this SAT score, I've got this GPA, I have this application I put together. I need to do everything I can. And I'm going to leave a small little anecdotal story at the end of this video to tell you kind of what I went through personally. So there are some things that you can do to get yourself in a better position. Whatever you do, let's agree that we don't want to be passive. So what does it mean to be proactive? Well, you can go and visit the campus. If you haven't visited the campus already, go visit the campus, check it out, audit a class, speak to the professors, talk to current students, get in touch with alumni. Basically, get involved and show the school that you really care and that they are your number one choice. Okay? That really will help you have more material to add to what I'm going to call a letter of continued interest, which we'll get to at the end of this, towards the end of the video, where you can kind of update them about what or how or why they matter so much to you. Second thing you really want to do is basically update the school on everything you've done since you've applied. So some people have applied as early as September or October for early decision, for Harvard, for example. And now it's December, 2 months have gone by. They may have done a lot of stuff. They were maybe elected to a student board. They may have published something. They may have done something kind of really incredible. They may be getting their grades from this semester. They may have decided to retake the SAT, and so they're reapplying with a new SAT score and so forth. All of these things you could update the school with. And in that vein, let me add another point. which is if there's something really crazy you've been wanting to do, something that really makes you stand out, really kind of makes you a unique candidate, do it. Throw that Hail Mary, do that crazy thing, climb a mountain, run a marathon, that thing that really kind of speaks volumes for who you are, okay? You know, get involved in a charitable activity or endeavor, because if you do something that really significant, I remember what I just read to you from the Harvard letter, which says significant updates or significant information, you know, that to me, I think will basically, and it says again, you know, significant new information. So if there's something really significant, something really that you've done that's really inspirational, that adds to your application, do it. Okay? So then where are you going to capture all this information? Well, you capture it in what I was talking about, a letter of continued interest. That's where Right Track admissions can help you. I've been doing this for a very long time with candidates that are deferred, candidates that are waitlisted, and you put together this letter. It's not over the top, it's about a page and a half, and it's really like a very good overview of everything that you've done since you've applied and why that school is still your top choice and how you've kind of memorialized that. In addition to that, another thing that you could do is get an extra letter of recommendation from a current student or an alum or even a professor if they know you, and basically speaks volumes to who you are and why you fit that exact school and that program. That, I think, also can help give you a helping hand. And that's something that I've seen my applicants do, my clients do, something I did personally when I applied to schools, and it definitely helped, because it basically shows that somebody from that school is vouching for you and saying that you are a perfect fit. So those are the things that you can do in terms of your application, in terms of your deferment process now, that could really give you that kind of fighting edge. So that really leaves one other bonus tip. And that tip is, if you have only applied to 2 or 3 schools, maybe 4, Harvard or bust, Chicago, Northwestern, whatever it is that you got deferred at for early action, and now you're sitting there thinking, all I got is maybe one safety school that I got admitted to, and these early decision, what do I do? I really advise you to apply to a couple other big name schools and hope that they'll see the amazingness of your application and admit you. And if they admit you, a couple of things can happen. 1, you have options. 2, you can basically potentially get financial aid. And 3, if you get financial aid from that school and you get off the wait list at the other school, you can always say, hey, listen, I got financial aid from UPenn or Dartmouth or Brown or whatever. Can you give me financial aid? Also, if you write your letter of deferment and say to yourself, hey, school, you're my top choice. I got admitted to UPenn, Dartmouth, and Brown, but you guys still are my top choice. Harvard may look back and say, man, this person got into all those other schools. They must be seeing something maybe we're not. Let's take another look at this candidate. And then they'll potentially admit you because they see the value that other schools have put towards you. It's a Hail Mary, it's a tough try, but you might as well try everything. And we've tried a combination of all these things, and all of them together, or some of them, have worked in the past. So you can trust on that. Now let me tell you